Well, hello there, audience. Didn't see. I'm just...
We ain't doing that.
Oh God! Great job.
Off to a beautiful start.
No less than 10 seconds and you fucking
Off to a beautiful start.
Good job there, champ.
I know. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? You doing good? I'm doing good. How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty damn good.
I'm feeling
Amazing?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to episode 0 of the Geeks of the Roundtable podcast, where we talk about all things of things.
All things considered of things.
Talk about all the things that the world wanted to know about things.
Indeed.
Too many things. Possibly.
We talk about anime. We talk about gaming. We talk about comics. We even talk about wrestling and UFC. But that won't be in today's episode. So sorry.
Today's episode, we're talking about something special. Something deep.
But first, allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Keston. Y'all all know me on this channel as Ryuichi. My friends know me as Kujo. We're not going to get into the backstory. Just say...
Long ago in the distant land.
Okay. So yes, y'all may address me as either Keston or just Keston, please. I'm trying to get out of my weeb phase.
You can call him Kujo though, it's fine.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so boys and girls, for those of you who may not know me from older podcasts with the Cypher and whatnot, some people know me as Eric, some folk know me as E-Dub, some people know me from Instagram over here as visual.overlord, which you can follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/visual, that's VIZUAL .overlord. And I like expensive tastes and cheap women.
Wow. Somebody's getting in the doghouse tonight.
Is it the doghouse if it's an expensive doghouse? I said I like expensive tastes.
Moving along. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, friends. No, but my name is Jordan, and everybody just calls me Jay for whatever reason. I pretty much devolved from the whole... I've gone and hopped from many different names. Started with Tachi.
Oh.
Yeah. From just Jay Kusanagi. So I improvised, and I was like, you know what? I gotta be professional about it. You know, I'm trying to get my name out there, so I'm just gonna shift it to JK. Just J.
We're past the Itachi phase, thank God.
We are progressing forward. This is good. This is good steps.
Great.
We're getting it all out there, so then we can move forward and put the past behind us.
Definitely.
Indeed.
So
that man over there used to be known as what? Hayato?
I have no idea. It's been so long, and I'm super glad that I'm out of my weeb phase.
Word. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about culture. We're here to talk about gaming culture, which is where we're going to start first. So, in the gaming world, apparently Capcom has announced that they're going to... they have plans to release games for dormant IPs within the middle of 2018 into 2019. I personally find that hard to believe.
March 2019 to be specific.
March 2019.
I have something to say about that. You know, if you gotta go ahead and have a statement like that just coming out of nowhere,
like out of left field.
I know, out of left field, and right after the scathing disaster that is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. You know, it's kind of hard
to backtrack from that.
So, I guess the only thing that can probably save you is Resident Evil 2 remake.
Re-release Power Stone 1 and 2 on PS4 with online play.
A new Versus game that's not a Marvel game.
An HD remaster of Onimusha's 1 through 4.
There is a trademark for Onimusha though.
I would love that.
There's been reports that there's been a trademark for Onimusha that's been hovering around for the last month or so. So people are speculating that there's going to be some type of release in the next few months leading into E3.
Probably some sort of announcement.
Possibly.
Here's hoping. But I guess they think because they announced Mega Man 11 that they're going to win back fans. First of all, let me tell you where they messed up. Today they announced Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I get to bust back out my 3DS and play it again. But they announced it only for the Switch. Now, that hurt me because one, I don't have a Switch. Unless they plan on, like, at E3, like, oh yeah, guess what? LOL JK, we're gonna put it on the 3DS too. Then fine. That hit me with the Russo swerve, Capcom. I appreciate that. I'm gonna buy it on the 3DS. But right now, I'm very upset. I'm a very upset consumer. That I have to buy a console I don't own. I have to spend almost $300 for a console that you almost have to fight your mother for when it released to get it. Let's be real. But getting the Switch when it released was hard.
Oh, yeah.
It was hard. You literally had to, like, punt kick babies, RKO somebody's grandmother.
It wasn't worth it in the long run.
Oh, no, it was. Boy.
Have a gauntlet fist fight with the whole Monster Hunter crew camping outside of Nintendo World.
Yeah, the 1v1 Thanos in Fortnite. That wasn't
weird.
And that wasn't worth. But here's hoping. Like, what dormant IPs do Capcom have? We have Onimusha, we have Power Stone, we have... Damn, I really can't think.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry is kind of dormant right now. Rival Schools.
Breath of Fire.
Ooh.
Dino Crisis.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Let's see.
Beautiful Joe.
Oh yeah.
Okami.
Actually, you
God
can't.
Hand.
God Hand. You can't really call Okami a dormant game because they re-released it
On PS4.
on PS. They re-released it twice. On PS3 and then an HD remaster on PS4, Xbone, and Steam. And even then, Okami got a sequel. With Okami did on the DS.
We might get a new sequel for Okami. Nah, they just want you to play the damn game for like the 40th time.
Yeah.
You know.
Just like what game they like re-releasing? Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you another edition. Street Fighter 2.
And it's funny because if you pre-order, you actually get the tournament edition on the Switch. So I'm just like,
so that's their incentive for the Switch. You don't get Ultra Street Fighter 4, you get tournament edition.
Yeah, you get Street Fighter 2 tournament edition.
That's some horse crap. And the thing is, like, a lot of Capcom games right now, some of them actually lock at 60 frames, others lock at 30. I know DMC, like El Dunte, that locked at 30 frames, and that pissed me off.
I didn't really have a problem, to be honest.
Like, don't get me wrong, I still play the game, I still beat it, I still think it's an okay game. But when you're used to, like, that 60 frame sexy beauty of, like, DMC 3 and 4, especially the HD freaking remasters.
Oh, the special edition?
Yeah, especially the special edition of 4.
Okay, is another thing. Sorry for interrupting.
No problem.
They put a little bit much effort putting that together. Like, I feel like they
didn't put no effort. They were just like, all right.
No. Like they threw it at us, yeah. But they couldn't do that without at least just working on something. Some like.
Oh yeah.
What are you guys at the studio doing? It's just like. It's like,
no feasible way for you to make an entire move list of a proper playable updated Virgil, along with Trish, along with
Lady.
With accompanying stages. Sure, most of them were just rehashes of other stages, but regardless.
That's too much.
That's too much effort and time spent for them to just go, yeah, no DMC5. We're not using these assets.
I wouldn't really consider it a money grab, but...
Oh, sorry.
Nah. I'm going to switch this in real quick. Right. But I wouldn't really consider it a money grab, but, like, at the same time, it's just, like, DMC... Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition... is actually right now considered the best version of the game. Like, I have fun playing. I would like to own the game myself.
I'm just lazy.
Like, I would love to own the game myself, but thing is, right now, I have too much of my backlog right now on my PS4 as is.
The backlog is up there, man.
Shame. Big shame. Shame in your game.
Shame on Capcom. But speaking of, well, not really speaking of Capcom, it's in the video game thing. Square Enix is apparently making a triumphant return to E3 this year after missing last year and the year before last, which actually has me thinking, what are they going to bring to the table outside of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7, which I don't want to fucking see another time. Exactly. Unless they're going to... What was that game that somebody made using...
Lost Soul Aside.
I want to see that game at E3. Oh my god, I want to see that
game. That game is beautifully done.
The fact that it was done by a one-person...
One man... It was a one-man project.
It was a one-man project, and it was just so beautiful. The graphics were stunning. The combat looked smooth. Like, it looked like Final Fantasy 7. I'm about to say 7. Holy crap, I hate 7. It looked like Final Fantasy 15 if it was done right. Not saying there's anything wrong with 15. I just hate the ending. But it looked like 15 done right. I want to see Lost Soul Aside. Was it Lost Soul Aside?
Yeah, Lost Soul Aside. Like, I feel like Lost Soul Aside, what it's secretly trying to do is pioneer a new wave of, hack and slash games to follow through that, that template, or, well, how can I say, the way it's being made, because it's the same that's been done by Bayonetta, going through the threshold in the last gen, and so on and so forth with the last two Devil May Cry games.
Speaking of Bayonetta, Sony and Microsoft were so mad for dropping that.
Oh yeah, they lost the ball.
Because Nintendo's just like, alright, bad, we about to make Bayonetta 3 and y'all mad as hell. Anyway, back on topic. I would actually like to see Resident Evil 2 from Square Enix at E3. What else will we be able to see from them? That's a good question. They really don't have, unless...
Another Nier game.
Octopath Traveler. Unless that's out already.
I don't think... No. It's in pre-order, though.
And I want to get that game. That's honestly one of the main reasons why I want to get a Switch. Because Octopath Traveler looks... It reminds me of old school RPGs, and I love it. I love it. See, I'm a traditional RPG guy. I like stuff like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Cross. I liked Chrono Cross, don't knock me.
Shame on you.
Screw you, that game was great. I like the old Breath of Fire games. 2 and Dragon Quarter were my favorites. But yeah, I would actually like to see more from Square Enix. I don't think we're due for a new Nier game yet.
I mean, he did say he was working on something Nier related as of late in the whole congratulations that he brought out.
Wait, what, you talk about the whole Yoko Taro thing?
Yeah, he brought out a video explaining.
Where he was salty that the music producer was getting more credit than him. Like, just please stop giving this man awards.
No, but he's pretty damn cool.
Yoko Taro's like really seems like a chill ass guy.
Yeah.
I would like to share a cup of coffee with him. Word. Right. Tomb Raider.
That's gonna be a very good game.
I forgot about Tomb Raider. Holy crap. I'm actually pretty upset I forgot about that. Because I played the reboot. I haven't beat the second one. The second one, I need to get back. I should go borrow that from my friend. But again, I have a big backlog. I need to clear that backlog, so. But yeah, Tomb Raider is something to look forward to. Again, we're going to see Final Fantasy 7, unfortunately.
Wasn't there an article that was floating around, something about they literally cut ties with CC2 and literally now starting from scratch?
I think I will have to fact check that, but also, oh yeah, Spider-Man. Oh, you see Eric right here. That man wrote a whole eulogy.
Oh.
Or why he's about to dump like every cent he owns in his dead body to that game.
Man, I already have at least 3/4 of the pre-order done.
Like
that game is as good as bought at this point.
See,
I'm gonna go broke.
See, that man was like, all right, bet Spider-Man, cool. Then there was like pre-order now to get Spider-Punk. Eric was just like, he just threw his wallet at the whole screen, like, just take it.
Just tossed the wallet out. I practically slam dunked my credit card into my television. Just take the money. Just take the money. Just take the money right now. I want you to give me this. Now I've been waiting for this. You're gonna give me the money. Take the money so I can get my stuff. And that was me. That's been me for the
basically
longest.
did the World Series winning fastball with his credit card in hand into the screen, hoping not to break it.
Because right now, other than that and like Dad of War, there's nothing that I'm really caring about.
Boy.
Like I've been trying my hardest to avoid spoilers. I can appreciate the memes and whatnot, and nothing's really been like spoiled or anything. It's just like the dad jokes.
When you forget your son's name. Boy.
Like that's all I've been seeing is just memes. So I'm very glad.
I got spoiled about one thing, and that kind of upset me because
the only thing that I technically got spoiled of was the fact that at some point he tells his kid that he's a god. But I'm like, I thought that they did that from the jump.
Alright, see, the thing is, personally, to everyone else, there's nothing wrong with the Final Fantasy VII remake. To me, I hate Final Fantasy VII. I hate the ever-living guts of it. On my first playthrough, it was a good game. It was good for what it was. I'm tired of seeing prequel, remake, remaster,
But that movie was good.
reduce, reuse, recycle, Cloud shoved down our like. First of all, let's start here. Cloud's the worst protagonist of Final Fantasy history. He's worse than Squall.
But we're not gonna get into this debate because that's gonna take literally an entire hour.
You're right.
That's a whole nother video.
But I'll say it like this: remake Final Fantasy VI, and I'll give a damn.
Meanwhile, you got
give me HD remaster of my boy suplexing a ghost tree.
Meanwhile, you have me, an intellectual, who's over here who's like, hey, I would buy a Nintendo Switch if you put Crystal Chronicles on it.
Yo, I would too.
I would actually support Nintendo if you decided to give me the things that I want to pay for.
Put
Crystal Chronicles on there.
Look at that. Look at that.
Talks, baby. I'll gladly support if you just go Crystal Chronicles HD remaster now for the Nintendo Switch. Well, I guess I just gotta buy this. I'm already having to shell out the money for No More Heroes 3. Well, No More Heroes Travis Return.
Speaking of that, there is an announcement for another Suda 51 game.
Yeah,
apparently he's gonna be
working
at
on something.
Momokun this year coming up, and that's where the announcement's gonna be.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be No More Heroes 2. In the eyes of Henry Henry Cooldown.
So what? Him not doing anything for 60% of the game, then having 4 technical boss fights, and then literally just laying in your bed all day.
Welcome to DMC4 Special Edition.
Right? That's literally what that was. It's quite literally in No More Heroes 2. If anybody's ever played it, pretty much the storyline progression is that after the first game, Travis slowly becomes sort of friends with Henry in the sense that they're like fighting rivals. And at some point, Travis, knowing that he now has to, instead of fighting up to from just 10 people, he now has to fight up from 100 people. But yeah.
That sounds like highlight.
Yeah, and at some point, basically down the line, as Travis is like number 20 or something like that, Henry shows up and literally in the span of one mission, kills 3 of the opponents you were supposed to fight. Conversely, also, your pupil, Shinobu, also kills 2 of the bosses that you were supposed to fight. And it's just, ugh.
Also, for those concerned, this beautiful MS Paint logo was created by Eric over here.
This is our beta logo. We'll have a real one the next time we actually have a full-on episode, because this is technically episode 0.
And we're missing 2 of our hosts.
So with that in mind, when the actual season starts, I would say, that's when we'll have cool splash art. We'll have like
caricatures of our faces.
Yeah, like we'll have actual like stuff going on. There's irons and there's irons on the stove, as they say. So don't worry. But at the same time, chat, if you are really appreciating the really crappy MS Paint logo that I made, please press 1 or like shoot like a bit donation or something like that. Show some love, because some people, they just don't have the time to make fancy, crazy graphics and whatnot for their podcast. But they got to get the job done, and they got to get it done in an orderly fashion. So Paint, even though it's leaving our computers this year, we still use it.
Wait, it is?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Oh no!
Last year for Paint. So if you're getting a new computer after this year, still Paint.
Oh no!
At the same time,
press F to pay respects for MS Paint.
Right. Press F for respect for the death of Paint. It is going to be dying after this year, if anybody did not know. So if you ever buy a new computer or a laptop next year and you're wondering, why don't I have MS Paint? That's why.
Sad news. But speaking of news, we're going to jump from the gaming world over into the anime community of things, which is oh Lord.
Oh my God.
We're starting with something heavy. Maria Malad, also known to people as Momokun Cosplay. You know where this is going. Who wants to break the news? Who wants to break the balls? Eric, you got this one.
I generally can't, only on the grounds that I don't know specifically what happened. All I know is that at some point...
Alright, I'll take it then.
Yeah.
So, at a con, Momokun apparently sexually harassed a con goer. And it's been going viral. And it's one of the reasons why her Twitter got suspended again. This is the second account that got fucking nuked.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ripperoonies.
But I was looking at the video, and pretty much what she did was she went up to one of her friends that was like that had a table, and she just like went and like rubbed her titties, I believe. And then she went up to this one guy that was shopping who didn't know her, and just like patted his ass, like just went. And then he just looked at her, and then he just looked at her and like walked away, and everybody got upset about that. So, but it's one of the main reasons why she's in hot water right now. Another reason is apparently she's been stealing cosplay ideas.
That part I do know about.
So you want to take this one?
Alright, yeah. So I'll take this portion of it. So the other portion of the drama, not anywhere associated with the whole sexual harassment nonsense that she's getting herself into, is the fact that for a few months now, I want to say sometime going as far back as the middle of last year, 2017, she's been catching a lot of flack, mainly from a majority of people who make their own cosplays and OCs, because of the fact that her quote-unquote OC character that she cosplays, Momokun, which is already a play on the fact that for years now they had the joke of her being Momokun because she was like fat or whatever. But apparently her quote-unquote original character, Donut Steel, was literally just some random anime chick from some hentai that she had saw. And rather than change anything with it, she just decided to just put a cowbell on her neck. Like, that's it. It's the same outfit, the same everything. People were at some point also saying that she like literally stole a majority of her like outfits from like online sites. So it'll be like, I made this Saber cosplay, and it's like, no, you didn't. You bought this from like Cosology or something like that. Or I bought this Rin wig online. It's like, no, that's from Arda. Like, come on. And she's been catching a lot of flack for that, mainly because she's never been fully transparent about her stuff, even though half of the time she'll say, hey, yeah, I made this. She won't necessarily specify how much of it she made. She'll just say, I made it. And it's to the point where now people who full on made the outfits are like getting in her shit for it because they're like very, very up in arms about like being credited, and it's a big thing, especially with like cosplayers and whatnot, that credit is given where credit is due.
Pretty much. And she's also been lying about the whole, yeah, you know, I've been doing this to lose so much weight, where people literally pointed out and proved that you wasn't losing weight, you just had liposuction.
Look, that's fine. That's all well and dandy. What she does with her body is her choice or whatever.
You're right. What she does with her body is her choice. But don't lie and say, I was doing all of this, that, and the third to lose the weight.
It's not even that. It's
but
more...
she just, like, all of a sudden got slimmer in a day. Like, there's no way in hell you're losing, like, 50 pounds in a day. Unless you're really just sitting there hacking up friggin' everything you ate in the past week.
Even then, you're only really going to lose, like, 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not that. It's more...
No, like, now she's getting better, yeah, but before she was just a lying... Let me continue.
It's more... It's not even the whole, like, she's having the whole issue of, oh, is it liposuction or is it Photoshop? It's more on the lines of the real biggest bit of drama with her is that she still has backed up Patreon stuff that she has yet to send out. So, effectively, she's hoarding money, not really giving people their stuff that they're paying for, and let's be honest, a bunch of nerds online pretty much paying $40 to see a kind of chubby girl wear skimpy maid outfits when Google's still a thing in this year of our Lord 2018.
Hashtag don't loot the lolly dragon.
Right? And people are really like going, hey, are you ever gonna like fulfill your Patreon duties? And she's just, oh, well, you know, I've been really baked up. And yeah, it is a tremendous shit show, and I'm loving every bit of it.
Yeah, overall, she's a terrible person.
I won't go that far.
I won't go.
As a person, mainly because I don't know her, if I can honest to God have like a sit down, like a one-on-one, unfiltered, no disqualifications, no count-outs, falls count anywhere sort of style, like interview where hard punches are thrown, allegations are brought up, direct answers are given. I would love to have that as one-on-one with her, where it's just two people inside of a basement or inside of like a hotel room or inside of like a fucking like Denny's, mic in hand, cameras, no cameras, right? Like no cameras,
that's very preferable.
Yeah, like no cameras, just the mic, two people just sitting down having a full-on dialogue about.
I'm gonna walk in the Denny's like, all right, ready for this interview? Also, can I get a grand slam?
Yeah, like I would like my silver dollar pancakes while I chastise this person and try to find out the truth of whether or not they sexually harassed a person or if their allegations of them hoarding their Patreon money is true. Because we don't need another Spoonie on the internet.
Oh, good.
We have enough of those.
We already got enough of those.
Yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll one day get an interview with Momokun on this podcast.
Alternatively, Momokun, if you randomly decide to be vain and Google yourself to watch the podcast, I am definitely down, sliding in my DMs on a very professional level, of course, and go, hey, I would very much so be up to the challenge of getting that interview, and we will set some shit up, alright? Look, man.
Hey, he's gotta build a standard, you know. This is episode 0. So we have to go somewhere to where it has to be established to where we can't be one-sided upon it and just be like, well, she's a horrible person. She's done this, and she's done this, she's done that. Obviously, there's a reason for everything, so we must explore both.
We gotta get the backstory.
Yeah, we gotta have two halves of the same coin.
Yeah, we have to fully sit there and go, why did you do this? Are the allegations true? And if they aren't true, what do you have to say to your naysayers? Alternatively, if they are true, what steps are you going to remedy the situation? Because it's always, oh man, drama alert, you did this, that, and the third, you're a shit person. It's never, we're going to shine a light on the issue. What are you now going to do in order to fix yourself? because
we're going to be the people to do it.
All right, I want us to have that show where if we do have the chance to like interview people who might be toxic in the cosplay community or some shit like that, we can honestly question them and go, so have you made strides to improve yourself? Or if you haven't, why don't you feel it's necessary? Because there are some people who generally might have some secret tech and whole backstories that we just didn't know about. Like, what if it turns out that Momokun's hoarding the money because, like, she has, like, a baby that needs to be fed or some shit like that? Or, like, whoever is, like, who's, like, a rapist or something in the cosplay community turns out, like, no, there was, like, consent or stuff like that. We don't need a Count Dankula situation. We don't want to have... I especially don't want our show to be in sort of a Count Dankula situation.
Yeah.
Where we say something and
it gets misconstrued.
It gets misconstrued. I want us to have all the facts down and, if possible, interview people as much as possible and lay everything out on the table. So then, if anything in the future happens, somebody could just go, hey, yeah, remember on that show with those 3 guys from New York or whatever? Remember how they had this interview and you said this, that, and the third? Oh, well, yeah. So do you still feel this way? Maybe.
Sort of like a TMZ-ish kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like...
Also, to clear the air, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone will still smash Momokun.
Well, you're stating the obvious. That's why...
I mean, me personally, I'm a lover of big girls, so...
I'm married.
I thought that was open.
I don't know what I'm capable of yet. I'm still fresh out of the oven.
Yeah,
we're not
cosplay ladies, if you are single, Jordan is there and he is ready to mingle.
Oh yeah.
Get at his DMs. Like violently. Like I want you to like scratch and claw your way into this man's DMs. He needs it. He wants it and he wants you.
But sliding out of the DMs and into conventions, we're going to be hitting up a few conventions this year, and it is going to be glorious.
Summer of... What do we call it?
It's the Summer of Punk.
Right, this will be considered our Summer of Punk for this year.
Yeah.
We're going to be at Anime Next, June 8th through 10th. We're going to be at Otakon, August... What are the days?
Wow.
We're going to a con and we don't even know the days. Yep, we're professional, guys. We're in the shit now.
10 out of 10.
Let's see.
Okay, we're going to be at Otakon from August 10th to the 12th. That's Otakon dates, but you know how we normally set up our hotels. And we're going to be at Anime NYC, which is in our backyard. That's November 17th? 17th?
November... I know it's the...
It's somewhere in November. We'll Google it.
Yeah.
But those are the cons we're going to be at this year. Might be at Liberty City. Don't know.
NYCC is a toss-up.
Yeah,
seeing how
Comic-Con's a toss-up.
Seeing how they have a... I don't know what's going on this year.
I'm going to make a surprise visit at Evil. I'm joking.
Hey, man. You got to do what you got to do, man.
I'm going to go there. I'm in the Street Fighter 5. I'm going to go in there with a pocket midnight.
Ew.
I'm
Who
joking.
are you?
My name?
Trash compactor. Jeez.
My name is Khabib. And I'm going to take everything you love.
Stop.
You don't want this more than me?
You don't want this more than me. Stay
I
down.
want this more than me. Stay down.
Defend the North is a toss-up because I think that's my birthday weekend.
Yeah, I could go there on Saturday, but that's pretty much it.
North. Anyway, so conventions aside, let's talk about some anime. This spring lineup has got a lot of people happy, has pissed a lot of people off, and I'm gonna start the fire with something fierce. We're talking about Darling in the France.
Oh, boy.
First.
Okay.
Let me jump in first.
Okay.
I did not watch this anime. I watched one anime with Jordan and our other friend. And at first I was like, okay, episode 1's pretty boring. I'm going to drop it. But then episode 14 came along way weeks later and some drama started. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to binge watch Darling in the France. And...
Is Darling in the France or Darling in the Franks?
Darling in the Franks.
France, whatever. Darling in the 02 is Bay.
Do they have like hot dogs? Is it Darling in the Franks?
Shut up.
No.
But I was like, all right, bet. I want to know what's going on. I'm gonna binge watch this. I'm gonna see what happened. It took me 2 days to binge watch because I watched 7 episodes each day. I caught up. I'm like, oh shit! So this is what the drama's about. I bet everybody's overreacting. And ironically enough, the next day after I binge watched it, episode 15 came out, which solved everything. And I'm just like, yeah, everyone overreacted for no reason. While I'm not gonna spoil anything, I will say this. While no, Ichigo is not my favorite character, I am a loyal 02. I am loyal to 02. I am loyal to my darling.
In the Frank.
Shut up.
In the Frankfurt.
Ichigo is...
Kurosaki.
She's... Shut up. Bleach pun.
We'll talk about that in a little
Ichigo
bit.
technically did nothing wrong. She just did what she thought was right. But in the same vein, it was kind of wrong. But she kind of redeemed herself. Kinda.
With the help of the broest of the bro.
The broest of the bros.
The most broest of the bro ever. Like, he outdone...
Yo, Goro's best bro.
He outdone the Persona bros.
And I ain't talking about Akechi.
Maybe.
Nah, fucking Akechi. Nah, I'm joking. I like Akechi. Kinda.
But, you know, you gotta remember, Trigger has... what Trigger likes to do is controversial shit, where they like everybody to talk about the anime. Yeah. They purposely want to throw it at your face.
They throw them Russo swerves in.
I mean,
you know.
Shit, look at fucking Kill la Kill.
See, alright, Kill la Kill wasn't as big as a... Wasn't Guilty Ground a Trigger anime?
No.
It wasn't? Boy, that was a Russo swerve, though. My man became Ray Charles. But that's not the point. We're not talking about Guilty Ground. We're talking about Darling in the France.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't hate Ichigo. I think she's kind of stupid, but I don't hate her. She's actually a likable character. But like I said, I'm loyal to 02, and that's how it's going to stay. Actually, I hated half the cast because I thought they were just all pretentious, annoying little shits, but they all grew on me eventually.
One thing I have to note to you, that is what Trigger wants.
Oh, I know.
Because
at least it's not like
Danganronpa. They want you to really get attached to 02. Like, they want you to be sitting in the train at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, taking the A train back home, knowing that you got to get squeezed in like a freaking can of Bumblebee tuna, and just be like, "Hey, 02, like, do you have the time? Like, oh, that show, what's that show called on? Oh, you watching Netflix? That's cool too. I watched that show as well. It's in my queue." And she'll just roll her eyes and be like, fuck, now I gotta get in this conversation for like the next, 2 hours or so. That kind of attacks me, The second opening of Darling in the Franxx released as recent, and it raised a lot of death flags. And I'm like, I've seen this from afar.
Just don't break.
It's gonna happen.
Just don't break my heart like I did with Panty and Stocking. Don't break my heart like I did with goddamn Girl and Lagan.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Fuck you.
If anything, Goro is gonna die.
Don't do that.
Goro's gonna die.
Don't.
It's gonna be biblically sad.
Don't do that.
Dude, they're at a post-apocalyptic setting to where now the only thing that's stopping them from going forward is whatever that's plaguing the world of all these caricatures or Calaxors or whatever the name is.
Ichigo probably will die. But see, the thing is, I can accept that. I can accept Ichigo dying, not Goro. Not Goro.
Goro's gonna die.
Goro's gonna die.
Please don't kill him.
He's too loyal, man.
Please don't kill him, man.
He's too much of a perfect character. You wanna know why?
Mako was loyal, and she lived.
Mako was loyal, but Mako had character faults. Remember, she was a poor broad. And when money came before friendship, she chose money. As that 5th episode clearly showed. It's just that the difference between her and, say, Kitan is Kitan was loyal from the start. He was an asshole, sure. But he was loyal from the start, just like Goro. So sure enough, more often than not, they're probably going to have the last episode or the big like 5-episode finale where they're fighting the big giant monster, exploding like dick robot or whatever. Goro's gonna sacrifice himself to literally punch the dick off the monster, and quite literally that's gonna be their opening spot. But Goro's gonna like die like robot dick juices.
Can we not talk about Kitan? Because that man went out like a G. He went out like a G. Kamina went out like a G.
That man died in a literal black hole.
Who?
He literally fell into condensed space.
But it's the way he died.
Right into the infinite singularity.
But it's the fact that he just went, so this is the power of spirals. Not bad at all. They released that gangster ass laugh and just
oh, boom. That's blue.
But nah. I think everybody wants 0 to the Ichigo. But let's get off this darn offense before I get depressed.
Other anime that
Persona.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's giving Persona so much shit because LOL bad quality, blah blah blah, suffering from Persona 4 syndrome. I'm like, yeah, first of all, y'all know that's what DVD releases fix, right? They do the shit intentionally to bump DVD sales. 1, 2. We was giving Dragon Ball Super so much shit when they did the same goddamn thing. And what happened? We were all in our seats or on a bus when episode 131 came out, and we were all rock hard.
To be fair, that's because they hired a freelancer full time. So that's very different. As opposed to the Persona thing where everybody's too used to the actual in-house dev team for animation making the small bits of animation in the game, so that when you actually see the anime that was made from like their anime division, that's the art style that they chose. It was the same thing when they had vanilla P4 anime, that then all of a sudden their animation quality vastly improved for when they did Persona 4 Golden.
Oh yeah.
So literally, more often than not, we're gonna have Persona 5 Platinum, and then literally like about probably I want to say a year or so later, Persona 5 Platinum the anime, or fuck it, who knows? They might just make another Persona 4 anime for Ultimax.
I actually would not mind that.
No person on Earth that was a Persona fan would not mind that. It's literally the perfect show.
Yeah.
Perfect show.
Not to mention, it will bring more appreciation on the fact that the
See?
cross promotion with cross tag battle.
I'm gonna get off topic real quick so I can have Eric shoot on this. A good man in chat said Kid Buu is the best and strongest villain in Dragon Ball Z. Get out here with proof. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Best villain, that's debatable. That's entirely your choice. Strongest villain, I mean, if we're just talking just pure Dragon Ball statistics, then no, he ain't. That's Omega Shenron, point blank period. As far as the strongest Buu, he isn't even that.
Is the strongest Buu Super Buu?
Yes.
With Gohan absorbed?
Yeah, Gohan is legit the strongest Buu that Buu's ever been. The thing is that
Kid Buu is a kid.
just
A reckless ass kid.
Not even a kid, he's the mindless monster.
Primal instinct.
So it's literally just, hey, this thing hit me. I'm gonna blow up the planet so it doesn't hit me again. As opposed to, say, Fat Buu, where he's like, you hit me, I can actually hit you back. We'll make a game out of it for a little bit. Oh no, you hit me too hard. Alright, now I'll blow up the planet. Or alternatively, Super Buu, I'm just gonna eat you because you hit me too hard. Now I'm smart enough to realize I don't have to blow up the planet. I can just keep eating everybody and then blow up the planet. And besides, if you want to be technical, the real best villain inside of all of Dragon Ball was my man King Piccolo.
I was gonna say Cell, but okay.
Nah, Cell's too easy. He's my personal favorite because he's just actually perfect. But the real best villain of Dragon Ball was King Piccolo. Wanna know why? That man literally was dead, got revived, took over the planet in less than a day, killed the main hero, beat up all of his friends, and literally conquered the Earth and made a day for himself. May 9th, every year, Piccolo Day. Remember that.
And it was just May 9th yesterday.
Yep. Happy Piccolo Day, folks.
Happy Piccolo.
Like, happy belated Piccolo Day. Anyway.
Pickle.
I haven't been keeping up with Shokugeki. What else?
You need to watch Golden
If
Kamuy.
Super Buu isn't the best Buu, then why isn't he in Fighter Z? DLC, my friend. There's your answer.
Until we get the MVP, we gotta get the MVP first. We gotta get MVP 17.
Yeah, who's also going to be upcoming DLC. They're probably just going to make another fighter pack for it, the same way how they did with this most recent Xenoverse, because they just added Tapion. Let's see, Tapion, Buhan absorbed. Let's see, Jiren, Topo.
Okay.
Let's see, and a few others. Excuse me, but yeah. So more often than not, especially because with Arc System Works, they're gonna have a lot of material to work with if they're gonna go with Buhan.
Yep.
So with that in mind, you just gotta just wait. Especially because now they have to fill in character archetypes. So Kid Buu easily falls under short. It's like how every fighting game for some reason has to have a gimmick character who's short. Here comes Kid Buu, gimmick character. I stretch and I'm short. Oh.
Just like how they will need to fill in the archetype of old man, stubby, but he's an experienced warrior.
Right. Technically.
Master Roshi.
Right. Or alternatively, technically, if you want to be specific, old man style warrior who's really slow, but when he gets in hard. Hit.
Yeah, right I would love to see Roshi in Fighter Z.
I would love to see Roshi in Fighter Z on the grounds if he was like a Faust type character.
Look, if we're talking about cross tag battle, yes, everybody's beating on Yukiko because she's useless. Not as useless as Chie, but she's useless.
I mean, everybody in the Persona cast is technically trash in the game solely because of the fact that a majority of their mechanics are like gutted.
Except Narukami, because he's Narukami.
Oh no, even him too.
Even Narukami's trash, mainly because remember, there's no one more Roman canceling, there's no burst cancels in order to extend combos.
Oh yeah,
You have to depend
on your point character tagging in.
You have to depend on the tag switches and the resonance burst.
Yeah.
Which will take meter off.
Exactly. As opposed to one more where it just literally takes off 25%. It's 50% of whatever, how much max health bar, max super meter that you had. Or the burst, which can either get you out of block stun or extend your combo in order to reset damage. Because characters like, say, Narukami, Yukiko, especially, let's see, characters like Akihiko, Junpei especially, they were characters that relied on burst to extend combos and make them stupid strong.
True, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a special stream on Sunday. Hopefully we'll be able to do it here. If not, we'll do it somewhere else, where we'll actually we'll have hands on with the cross tag demo and break it, play it and break it down.
Yeah, because apparently from what I've seen, Gordo, just like how he was in his original game,
is stupid
strong to the point where he's the Vegeta assist of the game. He's the Doom. He's the
just him. Anybody from under Night Embers is
really good.
And this is the point, and that's what breaks me about cross tag is that the moment that they gave the notion that if you have your persona out there, that gives everybody else the opportunity to hit you even easier than you already are in your regular, neutral stance. It's giving the opportunity for people like Ragnar the Blood Edge, where now he can go ahead and give you one whole stream of combos, and there goes your 50% of life gone. He can literally start it just by you doing one false move with bringing out Izanagi.
That's true. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. If you haven't seen Infinity War yet, you have 30 seconds to mute the stream. Or, if you don't care about spoilers, stick around. But you have 30 seconds to mute the stream. Because we're gonna have a small, in-depth review of Infinity War. Because the spoiler embargo is over. It's been 2 weeks. So if you don't care about it, stick around. If you do, just mute the chat. I'll type in the chat when we're done spoiling. Or you can just jump to this timestamp right here, it doesn't matter. This is for the folks who will be watching on YouTube with you. Now, you got 15 seconds left. Remember. And also, yes, that is just 10 out of 10. We'll have to make another one. 10 seconds. If you don't want to hear spoilers, mute the stream. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck Star-Lord. That's how we're starting this off. Fuck Star-Lord.
Damn.
Wow, man. Right under the bus.
Yes, under the bus. Fuck Star-Lord.
I mean,
Hate that
Like,
name.
how would you feel if you lost not only your mom, but you had to deal with an interstellar...
A galactic titan?
an interstellar organism that ended up being a human being, alien type thing.
An intergalactic parasite planet that wound up being your dad. And you had to kill him, as he's already done murdered a majority of your bloodline because he had various children and wives who didn't fit the mold, so to speak.
Alright, so boom, I'm gonna throw your whole theory of frame now.
No, hold on.
That
And
man-
then, right after that, literally as that adventure ends, gets the distress call from a bunch of dead-ass Guardians who just got their entire shit pushed in by an angry, mad Titan with 2 out of 6 of the most powerful world-warping, reality-distorting fucking items on the face of the cosmos. How would you feel if then right after that, about an hour into your adventure, your girlfriend, that so to speak, that you've been shacking up with for about a good few years, so to speak, now, is now all of a sudden having the hots for one of their surviving dead-ass guardian god people. You get super jealous, and rather than go with them, you decide you're gonna go and fight the big bad guy. And then he not only kidnaps your girlfriend, you later find out he violently yeets her off of a cliff in order to get a 4th magic killing rock after he already stole a 3rd one from another dead guy. And now he has enough power to effectively start ripping holes in the fabric of space and time. How'd you feel? You'd be pretty fucking pissed off, right?
Alright, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. 1, the Gamora's Star-Lord official. 2, Thor lost everything.
Voluntarily.
Everything.
Voluntarily.
Yeah, so he voluntarily lost his father.
But to be fair,
So he voluntarily lost his brother twice. That man voluntarily had to murder his sister because she decided to take this man's eye out. That man voluntarily lost his homeworld.
that was actually, yes.
That man voluntarily lost everyone on their escape ship after Thanos came in like Debo was like, alright man, run hands.
Well, to be fair, he killed half. The other half were apparently on another escape.
That Thanos probably went on and robbed because he thought the Tesseract was there.
No, he was legit just like, I'll take half. This other half that's on this ship is gonna die. Perfect.
Thor lost everything. Watch his brother get his neck snapped in front of him.
To be fair, Loki was never.
And not the point.
Not to mention, you're talking about an Asgardian who's already used to the fact of his people and those of his bloodline reoccurringly resurrecting every now and then.
But what did Thanos say when he killed Loki the second time?
No
resurrections this time.
Yeah, you do know that in Asgardian culture, even though you die and you quote unquote don't resurrect, you still resurrect, right?
That Loki's dead.
Literally, he'll be dead for a while, but literally with Asgardian culture, apparently death is rebirth. So once they get to go and pal around in Valhalla and like eat and drink and like have sex with goats and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, look, man, Asgard is a weird place.
But at the end of the day, while yes, he was in an emotional state, he was told, yo, we almost got the gauntlet off. Do not act. And what the fuck did Star-Lord do? With a gun, he gun-butted him. He didn't shoot him, he gun-butted him. He went in his face, took his gun.
Hey, you wanna hear something funny? How quickly would it have been for Strange, because he wasn't holding on to anything, he was the kid. How easily could it have been for Strange to, use the time stone and rewind that whole moment back?
What happened every time he tried to use that time stone?
All he did was just see all the times he died. He didn't actually see, maybe if I use the time stone to rewind those few milliseconds before Peter punches this death god in the face, maybe I'll have a better chance at survival.
Also, who I'm not also freaking cutting slack, Nebula did nothing but make this happen.
Yeah, Nebula didn't do shit. I have zero things for
Like, she's just as wrong as Star-Lord is. The only good thing Star-Lord did was when he planted that bomb, jumped in the portal, boom, and just...
I mean, to be
like,
fair,
hey, Dad,
look, what can you really do when everybody on the squad is one stronger than you and two have guns?
It's like, hey, Dad, where are we going?
follow instructions.
What instructions? They didn't tell her anything. Hell, half of them barely even knew she was there, except for, like, what? Rocket?
Oh, fuck. At the end of the day, fuck Nebula. Fuck Star-Lord.
Not to mention,
Also,
Nebula is...
Let's talk about Hulk real quick.
Oh.
Let's talk about how bitch made that man guy after catching it.
You leave him alone.
That man caught a two-piece and a biscuit, no drink special.
That wasn't a 2-piece of biscuit. That man got abused. that wasn't even like a fight. He got abused. Literally, as he's fighting Thanos in the first 10 seconds. Fucking the big rocky guy with the fucking like death axe is about to walk over to him, and he's like, "Brrr! Here comes evil Squidward." No, let him have his fun. Then literally after 2 punches, the Hulk get off, and he's like,
That makes like boxing.
Right? Like, oh shit, wait, he just grabbed my hand. Only Thor did that, but I beat him up afterwards, sort of. Whoa, what the fuck? Help! And literally Thanos, for about 5 minutes straight, beats the ever-loving dog shit out of Hulk. He beat the Hulk like an angry white man in the 1860s beat a runaway slave. He beat the Hulk so bad that the Hulk actually experienced what it felt like to be of a different color, namely black. He beat segregation rights into the Hulk. The Hulk needs reparations for that ass
Intergalactic segregation.
right, like the Hulk actually needs reparations for that ass whooping because he got 12 years a slave with all those motherfucking duffs Thanos was giving him. He not only chin checked him, he throat checked him. How you punch a man in the face so hard you punch him in the throat? And then knees him. Like, it's not even like a regular like Brock Lesnar big man versus big man, I'm gonna knee you in the gut knee. No, he takes the Hulk's whole head, drags his 9'5" big ass muscle bound self, and smashes him on his 9'10" ass, giant ass muscular monster titan knee, and beats the shit out of him into a small crater in the spaceship. But Hulk bitch made. That man was ready to fight. He just wasn't expecting the fact that, look, sometimes motherfuckers is just gonna be ready to just box.
But here's the thing. So it was so bad. All right, Hulk, need you to come out. No.
Yes,
Bruh.
look. Would you come outside if your bully constantly
Cap
beat your ass?
took a straight duff from Thanos with 5 gems.
What happened after that? He took that duff and he stayed the fuck down. He stayed the fuck down.
And that was just a power gem.
That
was just a power gem.
No, he didn't hit him with any of the gems.
It was just straight default.
He hit this man, Captain America, in his proud American jaw with his bare hand. All you just see is him trying to, like, Steve is trying his hardest to not only clutch for dear life that he doesn't get yoked the fuck up by this death hand, but also pull it off. And Thanos isn't necessarily like pissed or anything. He's more confused because he's like, "Wait, are you really fucking trying this, mate? Like, are you
really gonna try
are you
this?
fucking shooting this shit? Are you? What the fuck are you doing there, bro?" And literally, Steve is holding on for dear life, trying to push it back. And then literally Thanos goes like, "All right, I've got enough of this." And he, with one bare hand of his right hand, actually no, because the gauntlet he has is on the right hand. With his left hand,
violently punches this man in his proud freedom face. And that motherfucker stays down. Freedom died in that one punch.
Welcome to Space America.
Fuck that. Welcome to Space Britain.
Nah, that was Space Russia.
Nah, that was Space
That's
Britain.
Space Britain.
That's Space Britain. Boston Tea Party my ass, motherfucker. We taking the country back with the goddamn reality stone. This is for the Queen. Duff. Fucking Cap goes down. And what happens? Black Panther also tried to do some shit with his energy armor punch literally gets swatted away with a backhand from the Power Stone. This poor Bruce Banner got it the worst. That motherfucker got fused into a rock. Right. Everybody else just got hit. He not only missed, he got fused into the rock.
But can you talk about the best thing? What? Vision thought he was gonna escape death by Thanos. But I was like, alright, Scarlet Witch, I need you to destroy the stone. Alright, just destroy the stone. Alright, boom, stone gets destroyed. Vision dies. Thanos just like, if I could turn back time. Brought that nigga back to life and killed him again.
He reset the bracket. He was not happy with the fact that he went 13 and 1. Because let me see, let me count how many people he actually fought. He fought Thor. He fought Hulk. He technically fought Loki.
He slumped Thor.
Right,
he slumped
Thor. Slumped Loki. Slumped motherfucking
Hemdall too.
Slumped Hemdall. Let's see, who else?
Slumped Iron Man.
All of the Asgardians, so that technically counts as 5 off the bat.
Half of them.
Alright, so boom.
So that's 5 people already.
Slumped all the Guardians of the Galaxy minus Rocket.
Right, minus Rocket and Groot.
So
that's 4
8
people.
No, dude.
4. Mantis, Drax, Gamora, Peter. He slumped 4 out of the 6 Guardians of the Galaxy.
So he slumped 9 people so far.
9 people.
And the Collector.
Right, and the Collector. 10 people. And then also technically, if you want to be straight, because remember, he had to get the Power Stone by killing the entire Nova Corps. So he's now technically at fucking 11. 11 factions.
He slumped Iron Man.
Slumped Iron Man.
Technically slumped Strange.
Right? Not even technically. That man threw an entire black hole at that man.
Are you right?
He slumped the shit out of Strange. That's what, 12?
Slumped, no, we're at 13 now.
We're at 13.
Slumped Cap.
Slumped the shit out of Peter. He yoked Peter the fuck up on the planet Titan. He bitch slapped the shit out of Peter. Peter thought he was bringing that hard Queen's tech, and he was like, Fox, where you at?
Not to mention using his signature Marvel vs. Capcom 1/Marvel Superheroes special, where he throws an entire planet-sized rock at you.
Right, he did that to poor Tony. Poor Tony had an entire moon thrown at him. Not just parts of the moon.
Nah, that was
the whole moon.
That was a Majora Math throwback.
And he mentioned it afterwards.
He was like, if you throw another moon at me, I'm gonna get really cheesed off.
Alright, so that's 14.
That's 14.
Went to Earth.
Wait, let's see. We gotta really calculate. Huh? Yeah, no, that's 14. We're at 14 now. And now goes to Earth.
Slumped Cap.
No, you gotta start from the beginning. Slumps Bruce.
15.
Slumps Bruce. Slumps both Okoye and Black Panther.
17.
So no, that's 17, 18.
No, that was 16, 17.
Alright, so now we're at 18. Slumps motherfucking both Bucky and Rocket. Slumps Groot. And slumps motherfucking Blonde Widow. And then lastly, here comes Cap. Let freedom reign!
This is
America's dead.
Slumped.
So what number are we on now?
Like 22.
22.
Wait.
Then right after that,
slumps
fucking Scarlet Witch the hardest.
Oh my god.
He's not.
No, he slumped her after adopting her.
Right? No, he slumped her, then adopted her. And then reset the bracket because he didn't like. What was the number?
We're at 24 right now, my nigga.
He didn't like the fact that he now technically went 24 and 1.
Because he didn't get his hands on Vision.
He didn't get his hands on Vision. So what did he do? He went, Spooky, James Chen, I don't like this tournament. So you know what we're gonna do? Reset the bracket. I'll take the loss. Reset the bracket right now.
Does slumping someone again count as another number?
No.
Okay, because I'm about to say he slumped Black Widow twice. I mean, freaking Scarlet Witch twice.
He slumped her twice, and he slumped Cap twice. Remember, Cap went down along with Black Panther. It's just that Cap got right the fuck back up and got double slumped. But no.
And then he slumped Vision and went 25-0 and went home. Nigga went home with all the prize money.
Right, he went 25-0. You can't even count Thor's like fucking like supercharged in because he didn't even kill him. He's 1-on-1.
No, you forgot the best part.
What did you do?
No, you forgot the best part. You should have went in for the head. Boom.
What the fuck? I thought I killed you. Haha, no, fucko. Peace out. I have the gauntlet.
But let's appreciate the fact that Thor's the only dude that was able to get slumped by Thanos twice and still standing. He took the full brim, the full light of all of the Infinity Stones
He took
combined
whole flavor
in one snap.
every flavor of Kool-Aid inside of that man's fist. He took all of it. He took peach, he took grape,
He took
like
the whole bag of Jolly
lime,
Ranchers.
and he took cherry. All in one fist, in one gold jug. He took all of that, all that sip. He took that whole sip and was like, nah, I don't like this beverage. I like Mountain Dew. And then literally Thanos goes, sorry, Mountain Dew machine broke. Here goes Thor. Understandable, mate. Have a nice day. And he's gotta fucking sit there with his fucking wood hammer.
Yeah, that's
wood hammer axe.
That's why everybody wants Thor as their daddy.
And in the other hand, his half-price cup of Sonic drink that he still has to deal with.
But can we
It's
talk
mixed
about
with all
how?
the colors of the Infinity Stone?
But can we talk about how this man Thanos foreshadowed the end of the movie? That man in the beginning was like, just want to sit.
It's not
and
foreshadowing.
just watch
You
a
flat out
sun.
tell them niggas what you gonna do after you win.
The man was like, I'm gonna sit down. And I'm gonna watch a sunset. No, I'm gonna watch the sunrise
Watch the
on a
sunrise
beautiful day.
I'm gonna watch the sunrise on a proud future.
That ain't foreshadowing. That man flat out told you what he was gonna do. Foreshadowing would be, if I got my chance to have the Infinity Stones, what sights I would see and what beauty I would embrace. Nah, that man was flat out. When I get the Infinity Stones, I'm gonna kill half the universe and I'm gonna go to a distant planet and chill the fuck out, and ain't nothing you can do to stop me.
And what happened? Exactly that.
With a snap of a finger.
And what makes it even worse, he watched the sunrise, he just stood there and just smiled so calmly. I'm
The worst
just
part
like,
is that nobody understood the fact that this is not an Avengers movie. It got the Avengers name on it, but this is Thanos and friends.
I'm about to say, this is Thanos
Thanos
Infinity
Quest.
War.
This is Thanos and friends versus these bunch of fucking morons who really think they can stop a guy who can control reality itself. That was what that movie was. And the Russo brothers, goddamn both of them, because they were really there. I want them to be adamant about their decision to go, everybody did. Because they're hard on Twitter campaigning that. Just like, look, it's a 20-year-old story. Everybody dead. But we know that they about to come back in the next movie. You don't know that? Everybody dead. And they staying dead. But we read the story. Everybody dead.
Nah, but we read the story. But they get Spider-Man's come out with another movie. What the fuck? Unless you're
It's the same Spider-Man.
unless you're going to tell
Right? Who says it's gonna be Peter?
it's gonna be what? It's gonna be fucking Ultimate Universe?
It's gonna be Miles.
Shut up. But nah.
It's gonna be me. It's
nah.
gonna be me.
I'm just waiting for Infinity War Part 2. Right? They know the movie's gonna start. They're gonna be sitting there with a farmer hat on, piece of twig in his mouth, just picking his crops like it's a fine carrot.
This is a good carrot. A good carrot on a beautiful sunrise on this proudest day of the future.
And he better have a cup. No, he better have a mug that says
Space Folgers.
nah. It's gonna be full of space soldiers, but it's gonna say Universe's best dad.
Yep.
And they're gonna take a nice sip out of it.
I want him to.
Best part of waking
Waking
up.
It's
Fold just
It's space. Yo,
I'm just
somebody
like,
make that a shirt.
I'm really just starting to. I'm still trying to question just
I'm gonna
how
make a
all of a
shirt.
sudden
I'm
they're
gonna
like,
make for that.
Captain Marvel's gonna save the day. I'm like, you mean Captain Marvel, the woman who had an incredibly bad drinking problem after she was space raped by some sort of ghost alien man? Yeah.
But what if Captain Marvel does come and she does put in some type of work, but she gets freaking slumped by Thanos?
She gets hulked. It's like 2 punches for female equality, and then Thanos gets the fuck up, cracks his neck, and goes, I'm about to do this for all of the men. And I'm going to also do this for all of the women who are out there who demand equality in both fiction and in combat. And he just beats the ever-loving shit out of her.
Preference of destruction from the Infinity Stones. Have no
gender bias.
No bias.
These hands are rated E for everyone. And he just beats the dog shit out of her. And then everybody's like,
The
why are you
Infinity
doing
Stones
that?
are
Thanos, you're a
unisex.
bad guy. And then Thanos was like, no. Contrary to your perceptions of Earth understanding and whatnot, I do not see gender, especially in combat. If you raise your fist to me, I will beat the shit out of you, just like how I beat up all the Asgardians, like how I beat up the Nova Corps, like how I beat up my wife, like how I beat up Gamora's planet, like how I yeeted Gamora off the fucking Soulstone Mountain, like how I yeeted the entire fucking universe when I snapped my fingers, like how I beat up all of Africa, and like how I beat up Africa's king and called him a nigga with the hard R.
Yo, imagine if they really would have did that.
Oh,
There's the stone nigger. I
Oh,
won't ask a third
Just
time.
kick T'Challa straight in the chest.
Just kicks T'Challa in the chest
I
and
would
puts him
no-
down. Where's the stone nigger?
Well, whoa.
Fucking Cap's in the back. I was
Where's
like, whoa,
the stone, nigga?
with the hardest R. He's like, whoa, Thanos, whoa, buddy, no way, Jose, whoa. This is 2018.
I'm mad somebody was like, yo,
You would have.
somebody was like, Marvel's not going to make all their money back for it. I'm like, huh? You want to bet?
Like,
You wanna
it would
bet?
have been so bad that the guy that had problems with the movie set right out in the back would literally pause the movie
Just come out
on
and
that frame and be like, whoa!
All right, now this was mainly just a gag for the fans of the movie. We don't actually think that Thanos was like an anti-Semite or anything like that, or a racist. But just know, this is just for the movie, nothing more. And then the movie goes back to normal, and then all of a sudden, he's just going back to just beating the dog shit out of all of Africa. Because I'm still trying to figure out just what the fuck is M'Baku gonna do, of all people. Is M'Baku gonna go
Yamada!
space? Is he gonna have space African warlords and fighting in fucking
He's
space?
going to become the Black Panther.
I really want that. And then I also want for him to go into space.
No, you know what's going to happen?
African war
Nah,
dog.
you know what's going to happen? You basically some of the basics of a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know what's going to happen?
Yeah, I just need
They're gonna
like,
find a way.
I just need like random foot fetishes, random foot shots from either like fucking Black Widow or Okuye's toenail or something like that. Weird but oddly fitting music from the 1960s up to the 1980s.
You know?
And then also just a random scene of Thanos literally fucking ripping a baby in half just to show he's evil now. Just
Yo.
with an absurd amount of
But we
blood.
all know how the next movie's gonna start. It's gonna start with consolation. Somebody's gonna pass a cup of Starbucks across the table. Okoye is gonna be in the other side of the table. Don't worry,
I
man.
did not want this. Not in my country. Meanwhile, literally, like, I have a feeling, right? This is how Avengers 5 is going to start. So, it's going to start with space, final frontier, transition to an entire broken set of planets. Like, the literal, like, on some, like, you remember, like, on the first episode of Dragon Ball Super where Beerus was eating on the planet and he was like, your planet's not that bad, so your food is kind of too greasy, so you know what, I'll only take half. And people are like, half for what? And he just goes, and he taps his finger on the table and the entire half of a planet just blows up. It's gonna be like that, but for like dozens of planets. They're gonna be like, we're sending a distress signal, we need help. Somebody, all of our people are fucking turning into dust over here. And nobody knows what's going on still. And back on Earth, Cap is just sitting there with the saltiest face, just going like, "What the fuck happened?" Like that's how it starts up.
Yo, what if the secret for them winning was Cap getting his shield back?
I mean, he has to get it at some point. That African shield.
So long as he doesn't shave, we need Captain America with the punished Cap look.
We just need punished Cap to stay because he's now literally a man without a country. What's America if there's literally half of the people in it? White America.
Alright, so spoilers.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. says otherwise.
Look, man, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ironically enough, has better story beats than the actual Marvel movies, solely because of the fact they're using weird shit that you would normally see in the comics that isn't going on in the movies. Like, they fucking got the Cosmic Cube and the fucking Death Book and whatnot.
Yes, Cap is Big Boss.
Yeah, Cap is Big Boss.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this and we're gonna wrap up the show for the day. Eric, I'm gonna give you 60 seconds. No, let me give you 2 minutes. Let me get 2 minutes on the timer.
2 minutes?
2 minutes on the timer.
All right.
2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, let me get 2 minutes on the clock. Pick an anime you don't like.
Does it have to be recent or
No. Overall, anime you do not like.
I do not like the Higurashi series.
Higurashi. All right. You got 2 minutes on the clock?
Wait. Is it?
All right. We got it both ways. All right. So when the timer starts, you have 2 minutes to just shoot a Higurashi and why you don't like it. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot.
Okay, so in Higurashi, they have like various story beats, but a majority of them are really fucking nonsensical. When I first got into the series, it was mainly through the visual novels, like shit like when doves cry or whatever fucking nonsensical, stupid fucking subtitle for Higurashi. I was never really a fan, mainly because of the fact that the source material, while it was good as a murder mystery novel and whatnot, the anime itself tried too much to rely on the shock value of the fact that there are like 6 and 7-year-old teenage boys beating up grown men to death with baseball bats and fucking weird lollies who are actually like 1900 years old, literally stabbing their brains out. And for the life of me, that's the only memorable thing about the series. If you really want to sit down and talk about the plot, there's like really dumb shit. Like apparently something about like a virus that's in the city that drives people crazy. And there are various stories in not even just in the visual novel department, but in media that have done the whole insanity plague thing 10 times better. Fucking 24 hours later or 24 days later.
1 minute left on the clock.
And fucking 24 months later, whatever, the sequel being exemplary examples of that. But yeah, Higurashi, the character designs as a whole aren't necessarily good. Also, bear in mind, the only real redeeming thing is the quality of the character's voice acting. That's like the really good thing, but that's mainly because of the fact that they all play on generic anime tropes. That the only cool thing is that when they actually do have nonsensical shit happen to them, like a baby being fucking exploded by an M4, all of a sudden it's like, oh man, this character has range, but at the same time it's like, no, they really don't. It's just shock value horror. It's not genuine scares. It's effectively the anime version of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh god.
Yeah, the first 3 Five Nights at Freddy's. Not when the series started actually getting like grounds and like, getting genuine scares and actually being fucking good. But yeah, that's it. I don't like Higurashi.
And shoot. Good shit. Hey, I said stop. Stupid ass timer. Nah, she ain't want to listen to me. Fight that thing. But, yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Next episode, we're going to do a comic you don't like.
Oh boy, I got a lot of those.
A lot of those?
I got a lot of those. Also, fans in the chat, if you are interested in any form of series, or rather, because I've been very wanting to do this with this show, more specifically a side thing with our same staff and whatnot, a series where I recap certain stories as off top as I can. So like, it could be either a recent story or an old story, but something that I've had to have at least read, and I can definitely like give you recommendations of shit. But stories that I've read off top as stupidly as I can. If you're interested in that, definitely leave like a comment or something below of stories that you would like to hear explained from the perspective of basically 3 guys inside of a basement shooting the shit.
Somebody already said 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm okay with that show. I don't have like any real downsides with it, but it's like, But I'll save that for the next episode, I guess.
Indeed, you shall. For today, we shall wrap it up here. I would like to personally thank everyone for tuning into episode 0. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to me. Because I've been trying to get this off the ground for Lord knows how long.
Point is that it's off the ground, and now we're taking baby steps. So please, if you like the content that you've seen, like, follow, please subscribe, fucking share us out to your friends, share us out to your peers, share us out to your enemies for all I fucking give a shit. Follow us on our social media. So, gentlemen, round table, your social media.
Alright, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/daydreamerryu. On Instagram at the same thing, at daydreameryu. And yes, this will be put on YouTube. I will do post-production editing, and this will be put on YouTube. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at daydreameryu. Your credentials, sir.
My credentials, I am a graphic designer and artist, so I usually bring up a lot of stuff that could be potentially in the mix of...
Boy, just post your, share your Instagram.
All right. I'm just, it's content. It's quality content, right? Okay. Okay, so my Instagram is basically I'm_just_Jake.K.
You really need to fix that.
I know.
That shit is so...
I have to make it less.
Too many underscores, man.
Less
I know.
edgy.
No, just less underscores. Just
Less
like 7.
underscores.
Wait,
Just
it?
JK is fine.
Yeah.
And my Twitter is just KusnagiJ. I'll be able to put that in the description below.
I'm just gonna put everyone's thing here.
Please, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And also, if you guys want to like my shit or anything, I'm on Instagram at visual. That's VIZUAL .overlord.
Wait, let me see your thing out.
LORD. And also, I'll actually be coming back to Snapchat to actually fucking do like quick little updates about just comics and shit if you're genuinely interested in that. So it'll be on Instagram at hipster_hero. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're interested in like me having like quick 6 to possible 10-second reviews of comics and shit, definitely come on down and fucking watch that. 'Cause Lord knows my Snapchat is dying, so I need to actually do something with it.
So, again, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 0. It means a lot to us. You will see the remaining hosts will be here episode 1, and we'll have a lot more to cover. Episode 1 might actually be 2 hours long.
So get ready to have the fruits of our labor be showcased.
And an actual, I guess...
An actual title card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what I might do, what I'm thinking about doing, I'm going to talk it over with everybody. If there's interest, I'll think about doing like a cosplayer showcase where like we spotlight some really good cosplayers in the community.
That'd be great. Yeah. But special positivity for once in the cosplay community.
You know, we gotta be the positive. We gotta be a POP, Princess of Positivity.
Right, baby.
Pulling down.
So, with that being said, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Keston.
I'm Eric.
I'm Jay.
And we're signing out. Good night, folks.
Deuces.
Peace, y'all.